Farming Simulator 22 is now 2 years old and 2023 is coming to an end. But we're looking to the future and how do you use Autoload in 2024? If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. We're going to start today's video taking a look at bale auto loading. And as you can see, this trailer right here behind me looks really realistic and you absolutely can put stuff on there, but it's intended to be auto loaded. You just have to make sure you have the right configuration. And to show you what I mean, right here, the automatic bale loading. Normally this thing doesn't have it, but you turn it on right here, the ramps go away, and now it's going to auto load for you. And the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you put it into operating position. Up at the top left, you can see that it says operating position. You need to make sure that that now says transporting position, because whatever it says up there is the next thing it needs to do. So now it's operating position. All we have to do is pull next to all of our bales. They're going to automatically load on here. It's going to be good to go. We'll get the last one there. Full load of 42. Super quick, super easy. No more loading them one by one or picking them up and having the mechanical arms do it for you. Now, while I'm going to my next area that I'm going to drop these off, I actually need to make it say that it's going to be in the transporting position. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that button again. Now it says operating. So you can see that I'm not going to be able to unload these right now. Once you've got a good unload spot picked out, you need to go ahead and now unload your bales. So I'm going to go and do that right now. And now if I hold my R1 trigger, I can start moving these around if I use my right analog stick. So I can go up and down, I can go left and right. So that's really cool. But what if I want to like twist them? We'll hold both triggers, R1 and L1 at the same time, and then I can spin these. So I'm just going to go ahead and move these right over here. I'm just going to go ahead and put them right on the ground. Now after that, I need to make sure I reset again. There we go. Now my trailer is ready to go and it's ready to be put into operating position again. If I pull up next to these bales again, it's not automatically going to load because the feature is not turned on until I actually hit the operating. So another kind that you could have is one that's a little bit more realistic. And what I mean by that is it's still going to pick up the bales in the auto load fashion, but then on the unloading, it doesn't actually pick them up and move them over. You just kind of put them in place. So for this one, I've already got my trailer here in the operating position. I'm going to go ahead and go along, pick them all up. Now this one, you got to be a little bit closer than the other one, but it's still going to pick them all up. It may just take you a little bit longer if you've got to go back. So make sure you're getting pretty close to them. Once we get all of them here, then we are going to be good to go. And I will show you right now how to go ahead and unload. So I need to go to transporting position, and then I need to unload my bales. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and go here. Now with this one, I need to unload the bales here again, but you saw that it kind of moved a little bit. What I have to do now is actually lower my tipper. So I'm going to do that. The two sides are going to come out. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and raise it back up now. And now I need to go stop unloading. And now it's ready to go again. Operating position. If I hit that, it's going to start picking the bales back up. Another form of bale auto load is a bed like you see right here behind me. This is a modular that you put on it to a truck. This one holds 18 bales and it does slide left and right so you can put it into position. It doesn't turn though, so just the left and right. There's also other ones that you can't do anything with. Once you unload it, it kind of just unloads it onto the trailer, but I'm not showing any of those off here because they're just pretty simple. It unloads it right there, then you're over top of a sell point and it sells, or you just pick them up with some other device. While we're looking at the modular beds, let's go and take a look at pallet auto load. Even though this says auto load, you have to be careful that you're paying attention to what's going on down here at the bottom. Now, this map does have some other items in production chains. We've got pumpkin pies, we've got apple pies, different things like that. This one doesn't do it. Now, it will do your popcorn and your ketchup, but that's about it on the extra stuff. The way you get it to work, all you have to do is activate your auto load. So if I am here and I back up next to my product, nothing is going to happen, just like with my bales. All right, so nothing is happening. All I got to do, activate my auto load, and then it should start going. I just kind of sometimes have to get next to it at an angle. It's kind of a little trick with some of these that you can't be straight on. If the pallets don't move, then sometimes you actually have to just give them a little bit of a nudge, and then it's going to be like, okay, yeah, there's something here. So I'll show you that really quick. Okay, it just went ahead and did it. So yeah, I didn't have to do that with this, but sometimes just kind of touch them a little bit, and then it will start picking them up. Once I've got all my product loaded up, I need to go and deactivate my auto load. That way it's not going to mess up anything if I drive next to something else. Because as you can see, I'm only at 2% right now. And every once in a while, there's a chance that if I drive next to something else, it's going to automatically replace this with that. And then I'd lose every bit of this and I wouldn't be able to get it back. So make sure you deactivate after you get done loading everything up. Now what I need to do is go ahead and just unload all of my product. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Boom. As you can see, it's back there on the back. It went 9 rows across, so I have 1,000 more. If I hit it again, it's going to tell me not enough space to unload. So I just need to go ahead and pull a little bit farther forward, and then I try it, and boom, there we go. Another way I can unload the product is just take it over to a sell point. So all I have to do now is just drive over top of my sell point. I should get a message right here that says, do you want to unload? Yep, absolutely. Go ahead and do that. And it's just like anything else. Another type that you have is just a regular vehicle. So as you can see, the Jeep right here, all we have to do is pull up next to it, and it's not going to start doing anything. So what I got to do is actually open up the back, and then I just have to kind of angle it over towards it, and then it should start picking everything up. So as you can see, it's going back up, and it's going to be good. So if you just keep this kind of right by your spawn point, then it's just going to keep autofilling and autofilling and autofilling and autofilling. Same thing applies to this one. Go ahead and make sure you close it whenever you're done. Now we want to unload it. All right, there we go. Simple. You don't have to open it up to unload. There are some other mods in the mod hub that say they are auto load, but they're almost more like a bulk fill. Like the one right here behind me, you have to actually take it over to the shop every time you want to load in a different type of product. And there's actually one for pallets and one for big bags. So it's not really the best for a true auto load. It's honestly, like I said, more of like a fill type, bulk type thing. So it's not super easy to use, and I tend to stay away from these. Well, everybody, that's going to be it for today. If you enjoyed the video, learned something, go and hit that like, subscribe, and the notification bell. That way you're kept up to date on all my future videos here on the channel. Wherever you're in the world, have a great day, night, evening. Till next time, this is Driver 53, signing off.